I'll ask the first part of this question, the more general question, and then I'll ask the more specific one. So, how do you feel about things like sexuality being include or sexual preference being included in things like cartoons and superheroes and like science fiction and stuff like that? And more specifically, I wanted to ask you, what are your thoughts on Superman's bisexual son? Do you?
This is a great question.
Yeah, because
So,
yeah, go ahead.
oh no, you finish.
Okay, I because I was going to say this kind of reminds me of when Nickelodeon announced that SpongeBob was gay.
As you know, I am fine with all that representation in media and all that. It's not as simple as that, but like I told you about the script I'm writing, the two main characters, they're lesbians, right?
Hmm.
So my issue doesn't really come with that being in fiction or entertainment in general. It more stems from the way they're doing it, but I'll get into that later. I saw a post. It was basically saying that like Star Wars has always been about fighting fascism, and the X-Men have always been about, because the X-Men are kind of in a way a metaphor for gays and stuff like that. They're looked down upon because they're different in a way. And like Black Panther has always been, it's always touched on race issues and stuff like that. And I am beyond fine having a bisexual Superman. I do not take any issue with having that. It's the same thing as SpongeBob. When they announced that SpongeBob was gay, my response was less of holy shit, SpongeBob's gay, and more of just that makes sense, because I feel like SpongeBob has always been written to really not be a straight character. He just really doesn't have kind of a sexual preference or anything. Um, so like it doesn't really shock me. I know also like Korra, the Avatar sequel, she's bi also. I think my main issue with it, because let me backtrack a bit. I'm fine having it in kids media, because I think if the parents are willing to show it to their kids, I think it teaches them growing up that it's okay to be like this. I think the issue stems from the fact that they're trying to force it too much and make it too on the nose. So there is two Marvel characters, Hulkling and Wiccan. They're gay. They're like in a relationship and stuff like that. And like gay characters are nothing new to comics and kids material and stuff like that. They're all over the place, and the amount of them is only multiplying.
Yeah.
But I think having a whole panel devoted to showing Superman's son kissing another guy, I think that's unnecessary, because when you put it like that, you're basically trying to force that equality and that diversity down people's throats,
Hmm.
when I feel like that should just be natural. We shouldn't need a whole story just devoted to showing that Superman is bi. It should just be something you can just kind of figure out as you read it. You can be like, oh, that's cool. Superman has a boyfriend instead of a girlfriend. Or like I said with SpongeBob, until they made it super clear that he's gay, when you watch the show, you can just kind of pick up that he probably likes dudes, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly fine. So I have no issue having it in fiction. I have no issue having it in children's media. My issue just comes from the fact they try to make it too on the nose, not subtle at all. If we can treat a straight relationship as just a normal thing that we don't have to force down someone's throats, then we can treat a gay relationship or a bi character the same way. They shouldn't be treated any differently. And I was talking with someone about this, because I have to bring up my script again. The two characters in that, they kiss about 20 pages in, but the way I tried to write it is less of kind of a moment where it's like a huge moment for them, and more of just a natural thing that they're used to because they've been together for a while and they just love each other. And I'm not trying to force anything down the audience's throats. It's just how the two characters are. And I feel like that's the way people should try to do it. But they're not doing it that way. So that's my take on that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, you had a very well articulated take on that. I feel like trying to force it too much makes people push back against it more.
Yeah.
Which is like the unfortunate part. I guess the thing that like you were suggesting, um, like that makes sense. Like it should just be something casually mentioned instead of it being like a big announcement like that. Like, oh, like this character's gay or this character's bi. It could just be something that they just include in the passing of the media, like they would with a straight character and their relationship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be treated the same. It shouldn't be like blown out of proportion.
I will say also having Superman be bisexual, I think, is a ballsy move.
Yeah,
But because he is quite possibly one of the top 5 most recognizable fictional characters,
yeah,
and he's basically, I mean, yeah, he's had stories where he goes evil, he dies, and all that, but for the most part, he's been the same guy for fucking 90 years now. And
yeah,
even though it's a different Superman, he still has the Superman values. And I think it's a ballsy move to take that and be like, okay, but he likes men. I just think that's pretty cool.
yeah. So wait. So did I get this confused? Is it his son who's bi, or is he?
It's his son.
Oh,
Yeah, but his son is the new Superman. Like
I see.
he's the main Superman right now. It's not Clark anymore. It's
Oh, okay.
what is it? Jonathan Kent, whatever his son's name is.
Yeah.
But his son is the Superman now.
Well, that was probably the deepest and most serious question that's been asked on this, even more than the existential ones.
It's also the first time I think I answered something without making a joke.
Yeah, you like that was
Just
the most.
called it as it was.
It was the most serious answer I've seen you give. I thought that this was supposed to be a funny podcast.
Back
Um,
to the
yeah,
serious,
yeah, back to
back to the fun shit.
yeah. So, what's your fourth question?
Okay, I'm gonna let you pick if we should end with the Star Wars question or not.
Let's do the Star Wars question now.
Okay, what Star Wars planet would you most want to visit if you could?
Um, Exegol. No, I'm just kidding. Um, these might be more on the side of like, if I had read more of the comics, I'd probably have a cooler answer to this. But if I'm just going off of like what I've seen in the movies, I'm in my head. I'm trying to go through all the planets that we've seen in Clone Wars, or that I've seen in Clone Wars in the first 2 seasons. None of them really stand out to me that much. I mean, you gotta, in my opinion, if we're just going off of the movies, I would have to choose Coruscant or Naboo.
Yep,
'Cause
exact same answer I was gonna give.
yeah, because you're either gonna get New York City or Italy, but just as a whole planet for either of those.
Yeah,
And I
and also both of them have a very hot senator.
yes,
Because if she's not on Naboo, she'll be on Coruscant.
yes, exactly. And I also woke up in the middle of the night and had to text this to John. The other week, John, I'll put this delicately. He said, if you could make love to any fictional character, which one would you choose? And I forgot to say Senator Amidala, so I can't believe that slipped my mind. But yes, so yeah, I'd have to go with Coruscant or Naboo. But if I had to choose one, I mean, I'm definitely taking Naboo. Like that's just a beautiful planet. I mean, what else could you want from a planet? It's a walking vacation out there.
Okay.
I also smile like an idiot every time I watch that one scene of Anakin and Padme flirting for the first time. I don't know.
Oh, I don't like sand. It's
Yeah,
coarse, it's rough, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere.
it's also I have a good meme for you.
Okay, have you seen the thing that says like the message behind that sand line is really powerful? Of Anakin talking about how he wasn't born in luxury and all of that, and he came from just the shittiest place in the galaxy. Like, it has a good message, but it's screwed over by George Lucas's shitty dialogue writing.
I haven't seen that, but that makes sense. you know,
Yeah.
because like he has good reason to hate sand.
Yeah.
But Hayden Christensen was done so wrong.
He's back in the Obi-Wan show though, so.
Oh my god! Damn it! I just sent my mom my stupid homemade meme about. Damn it,
About who?
about. Damn it, dude! You're gonna laugh so hard when you see what I sent to her because it's like, how did I? Oh my gosh! You're gonna like this meme though.
Okay. Oh my god, that you got so pissed.
Dude, that was like both of us in Montana. Can't believe that one trip, dude, has been the talk of so much conversation, like 20 hours of podcasting, which will never get released. Memes, the whole thing. That whole thing, John. Accidentally sent
You sent that to your
with
mom.
absolutely no background context at all. I was looking at our text conversation. I was like, why hasn't the image gone through? And then I looked back and I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, why did I send it to? Anyway, I wish you could unsend through Messenger.
That is beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. It's even funnier that you sent it to your mom. That's what makes it funnier.
Okay, where the fuck were we?
We were talking about the Star Wars planets we would want to visit.
Basically, before I accidentally sent my homemade meme to my mom, I was just saying how great of a planet I think Naboo is. Okay, let's move on to the last question.
Okay.
This is a good one for you. It's actually a good one for both of us because we both live in 4-person families. You know, we both have one sibling. So this is the hypothetical I'm proposing to you. The aliens have come with the death beam, and they come and they're going to destroy Earth. They're going to kill all of humanity. But first, they take a visit to your family. They approach your parents and they say, "You have to give up your least favorite child to us, and we will spare all of humanity." So, are your parents giving you or your sister to the aliens? Basically,
Me.
they're giving you away.
Yes.
So your sister is the favorite.
I am gonna say that. My parents will argue it, and like, yeah, sure, they can say they love us both equally, but sometimes I get really pissed off because my sister gets prioritized over things when she shouldn't. So if I had to say, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going up in the spaceship.
Yeah. So, so basically, if your death beam pointed at the world, your parents got to make a decision between who's the favorite, who they want to keep forever, and who they're sending to be probed by the aliens.
Yep. What about you?
You know, I think I'm gonna be safe. I think I'm the favorite personally. If I'm keeping it 100, you know, I think I'm just yeah. I think obviously it's that's a really tough decision for parents to make who's the favorite, but I think I just edge my brother out for that.
Okay. I have to revise my answer a bit. I'm still going to stick with the idea that I would go up in the spaceship, but my sister not being here would make my parents' lives so much easier. Whereas if here's the thing. So I really don't complicate my parents' life at all. I just kind of do my own thing.
Yeah.
My sister being gone would take such a weight off my parents' shoulders and make their life so much calmer that like part of me thinks they'd be like, "Yeah, Julia, get your ass in the rocket."
Yeah, so your sister's definitely just like she just has a lot more activities and stuff like that. She's
Yeah,
not
she has a lot more activities and she's not as independent. Like she still
yeah.
relies on my mom for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm doing, to quote Jason Aiello, I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah, so he's doing his own thing, and it's ironic that I said that all at the end of my senior year because I ended up Well, I ended up doing my own thing, and
Shit.
and I didn't do anything for a year and a half. But story for another time. But speaking about your sister and being reliant, I swear that's got to be a younger sibling thing. Because like I'm the same way. Like I'm trying to
Yeah.
get out of that within the next year, but I'm still super dependent on other people. And older siblings are always more independent. They're just more go getter because you're the parent's guinea pig. You know, they tried out all their bad parenting techniques on you, all the techniques that they figured out that wouldn't work on a kid, right?
You know who I feel bad for is middle children.
Yeah.
Because you've got the older child, they're the veteran, they kind of control all the kids, right? Then you got the little kid, they're the baby. Then there's the shit in the middle.
Yeah. It's like where do you find time for the kid in the middle?
Yeah. Any middle children, let me know if it's like that.
Well, you know what? Maybe that's why such a fucking stupid attention whore. Fucking middle child. You got middle child syndrome to the max. Yeah, you know when I found out he was a middle child, and I was like, this explains everything.
Dude, every time I see the kid at my school that looks like I just remember when you're like, oh my god, could you believe we're in film school?
Oh man, he wouldn't last a day. He wouldn't last a class period. This has been one of the more interesting podcasts. I mean,
yeah,
I started off with a Daisy Ridley question. Then we got into some funnier questions, and then we went really serious for like 10 minutes. And then I accidentally sent a meme to my mom, which will make it makes absolutely no sense to her. And the context is like it's not even applicable to like random people. Like you have to know these people to understand it. And then we talked about siblings. So what's your fifth question for me?
Okay, this is another thing that does not include your phone. I'll let you include your computer for this one though, but it's 5 things. I think it's GQ does it, like the 10 things so-and-so can't live without. But I'm going to abridge it to 5 things you can't live without.
Okay. I was actually just thinking about this yesterday. Okay, I'll name 2 snacks that I can't live without. Cheez-Its, can't live without that, and Cosmic Brownies. Oh my gosh, best brownies in the world. Definitely can't live without my computer. Can't live without my water bottle. And at the moment, can't live without these. These are the pair of shoes that I work out in right now. Curry 3 zeros.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was really fast.
Yeah, I was ready for that one because I'm already preparing for the day when I have to go on GQ, and I'm already thinking, man, I'm gonna bring a pack of Cosmic Brownies and a box of Cheez-Its. I'm gonna be ready for that shit.
Yeah.
What about you?
Okay. Number 1, the computer. I cannot live without the computer. Yeah. That thing goes everywhere with me. Second, I'm going to go with my Nintendo Switch because I get bored a lot and I need some video games, and the Switch, super portable, super battery efficient if you just kind of need something quick. And it's also very nice and compact. You can put it in a backpack. You can put it in your pocket if you detach the controllers from the screen. It's something really easy to carry around, something really lightweight. And I always bring, this is not a separate one, this just goes with the Switch, Mario Odyssey and Super Smash Brothers are always the 2 games that come with my Switch. Other than that, I'm going to go with a pack of gum. Every time I don't have gum in the house, I'm like, man, what am I gonna do? I always have a pack in my car every day to school and back from school. I'm chewing a stick of gum. I never go anywhere without that. That right there. It is. This is the oddly specific shit. Pilot G2 pen, the best pen that you can get. I love it. I take all my. Hell yeah, you got it too. I go black. I take all my YouTube notes with one of these pens. I got
shameless plug, guys, and we are not sponsored by them, but this is the best fucking pen in the world.
It is.
Yeah, we're not capping when we say that. It's the best pen. I don't know what I would do without it.
Yeah, I have 3 notebooks I've used for YouTube, and for the most part, they're all written in a black Pilot G2. Yeah. They're the best goddamn pen on the planet. Also, I'm gonna keep this separate from the pen. I usually have to have a notebook on me because my mind is just like I always have ideas for stories or stuff, and I always need to get them down. So I always have I almost always have a notebook on me. If I can't, hopefully I have my computer and I'll just jot something on my computer. So it's what computer, pen, switch, notebook. Ooh, shit, damn. What would be the fifth one? Oh wait, oh yeah, gum. That's right.
Gum.
Yeah, I'd say those are my five things: my computer, a pack of gum, notebook, pen, and my Nintendo Switch. I always those go almost everywhere with me.
I'm gonna have to make one trade. I just realized this. Like, I'm gonna trade in my workout shoes for my AirPods. Like, I literally cannot live without listening to music. Essential, absolute essential. Um, yeah. Well, that was an interesting episode.
Yes, it was. It was a roller
All
coaster.
right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been episode 6 of Back of the Class. Again, we release all of these episodes in 2 parts, new episodes every Monday. John, do you have any final words?
I do not.
Well, I don't either. I feel like we learned a lot, we laughed a lot, and we talked a lot, which so just like every episode of Back of the Class. With all that being said, it's your host, Jason Aiello, signing off, and we will see you guys next week.